So what is going on with broadcast TV? Is it still worth the time and money? You know, nobody will argue that distribution channels for television are evolving. Historically, consumers only had two choices for TV. They could watch it over the air or they could bring it in with cable. And with so many consumers cutting the cord and watching programs on Hulu, Roku, Netflix, or Prime, the big question is this: is it still worth the money to run your ads on a local broadcast TV station? Well, I believe yes. Even with the change in consumer viewing habits, there are still some great programming options on your local TV station that can really help you build your brand and drive traffic to your store. Now, specifically, I believe there are 4 types of programming that you should consider using. The first, live local news, national news, news magazines, and sports. You know, these programming options are still watched live as it happens. Very few people out there are going to watch or stream on demand local news after the fact. The same goes for national news and news magazines like 60 Minutes, 2020, Dateline, or Entertainment Tonight. You know, consumers are still watching these shows, and they're watching it in the time slots and on the networks that they're actually airing. And the big one is this: sports. Now, I'll admit, we all know a few people who have watched some game after it happened due to some work or family event. But the vast majority of people who are watching live sports, they are watching it as it happens. And if your targeted customer base fits the profile of any of the people watching any type of these programs, then I believe you should seriously consider running ads on broadcast TV to reach them. Now, to help you craft a successful TV campaign, I'd like to give you several steps that you should follow. And the first is this: determine your marketing goal. This step is as old as time itself and is true for any ad campaign that you might be considering. You must always start with a goal. You've got to ask yourself, what is it that you're trying to accomplish and why? And to help you set strong goals, I believe you should use the SMART method of goal setting: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific. Now, each goal should lay out exactly what you hope to accomplish in exact terms. Measurable. You must be able to measure and know if the goal was even met or not. Achievable. Goals should be realistic, something that you can actually achieve. Relevant. You know, the goal needs to be related to an important function of your business, something like sales. And time-bound. You need to set a specific time by which that goal should be achieved. You know, following these tips can help your broadcast TV campaign reach its greatest potential and generate the leads, traffic, and selling opportunities that you are looking for.